Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is Pool Chapter 42, and this one is titled, Hisashi is Shook. Needless to say, the mood was a little dampened when everyone boarded the bus close to midnight. You had been sent on ahead in an ambulance to get checked over at the hospital, and although the word had come back that you were fine, everyone was still concerned. Why does this happen every single time we ever do anything? Kaminari wailed from his seat next to Jiro on the bus. It's because you're with us, that's why, she teased. Hey! No, but he's right. We're a trouble magnet, Urarika sighed. I'd love to just do something that's not potentially going to get people killed. Tokoyami was listening from the back of the bus and he hung his head. Nobody blames you, Shoji whispered, placing one hand on Tokoyami's shoulder. It wasn't your fault. It was, Tokoyami replied darkly. I've been feeling like I've fallen behind when it comes to quirk training, and that frustration was what caused me to lose control. Shoji shook his head. Feeling frustrated is a good thing. You can now use that to fuel your desires to improve. Tokoyami looked at him and then looked away. I guess. Amazingly, Aizawa let the students have Monday off to recover, but then school was back on Tuesday and they all traipsed onto the grounds ready for class. As usual, you were at school early, dressed nicely with something a little longer sleeved to cover a giant bruise that had appeared over your shoulder and halfway down your arm. This damn bruise. I don't even remember where I got it from, but it probably happened with the dark shadow incident. You walked over to the photocopier and put some papers in to make duplicates, your mind wandering back to your time spent with Aizawa over the weekend. I mean, the weekend wasn't all that bad. Yeah! A loud voice called from the staff room doorway, and you jumped and spun around to see who it was that was screaming so obnoxiously loud first thing in the morning. Oh, Hisashi, should have guessed, you said, clutching your chest. Good morning, he greeted as he strolled over and leaned down to the copier, peering at you over his glasses and doing an exaggerated eyebrow wiggle. I hear you had a good time over the weekend. You looked at him and your eyes widened slightly. Surely not. Aizawa wouldn't have said anything, would he? Oh, I guess they are friends, but still. You cleared your throat before answering. Yeah, but I didn't think that he would have said anything about it. Of course he did. He was very concerned about you. Concerned? You were confused now. Did you get hit? Oh my god, he's talking about the dark shadow incident. You breathed a sigh of relief. Oh, that. Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. Hisashi paused and looked at you before smirking. Wait! Just hold on a second, folks. Caller on line 1 has a question. What else happened on the weekend that I obviously don't know about? Your face flushed, and you looked back at the photocopier with embarrassment. Oh, Hisashi leered. Did you two get closer? Did you hold hands? Did you kiss? You rubbed your nose and looked completely away from him. I don't know what you're talking about, Hisashi. Come on now, don't hide juicy details from your man's best friend. My man? You spluttered. He's not my man. Hisashi reached out to grab your shoulder and spin you, but unfortunately he reached for your bruised one and you yelled out with pain. Instantly there was a binding cloth around Hisashi's wrists and his hand was flung off you as the wielder of the cloth entered the staff room. Don't touch my assistant, Aizawa said darkly as he walked in. Oh, just the person I wanted to see, Hisashi said cheekily. In, Aizawa addressed you, ignoring Hisashi completely. You're injured. No, I'm fine, you replied hastily. Your shoulder, he continued, walking over as he unbound Hisashi's wrist. Why did you not tell the medics? I told you I'm fine. It's just a little bruise. I don't know when it happened, but it's only just come up in the last day or two. It wasn't there when I was at the hospital. Aizawa took a hold of your shirt over your shoulder and pulled it down slightly, exposing your bra strap and purple, green and yellow bruise. Whoa, that's a bruise and a half, Hisashi said with a whistle. How far down does it go? Like, you pointed halfway down your arm. To here? You deliberately wore long sleeves so I wouldn't see it, Aizawa commented in a low voice. Well, yeah, because look at you, you're all worried now, and I'm telling you I'm fine, trust me. It's a bruise, that's all. You tried to pull away, but he held you firmly. Go to recovery, girl. I don't want you working with such a large bruise, he commanded. Aizawa, it's Go. Not asking you, I'm telling you. Fine, he sighed. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Aizawa and Hazashi watched you leave the staff room, and then the loud blonde sidled up to his dark-haired friend. So, he leered to his quieter friend. Did something happen between you and Miss Lin? She seemed a little flustered when I asked her. Aizawa looked across at his friend and gave him a dead stare. What makes you think I would do anything? He asked bluntly. Oh, I know your type, Shota. You're quiet and dull, but I bet you have a devious side. I mean, you work with bondage items daily. Did you hold hands? Hazashi, Aizawa said bluntly. I am a 30-year-old man, not a 5-year-old child. If I'm going to make a move, it's not going to be holding hands. So, did you make a move? Hazashi pressed. Come on, you can tell me. Did you kiss? Aizawa looked away and smirked. So that's a yes? Did you? Hazashi hounded him. I'm not here to gossip, Hazashi. If you want news, go and ask Midnight what she got up to on the weekend. I already know. She had a bachelorette party with her girlfriends, and some of them got drunk and started getting freaky in the pool, he said. Well, looks like that was the theme for most people's weekends then, Aizawa commented before walking away. It took Hazashi a second to connect the dots, and his mouth fell open. You didn't! He gasped dramatically, clutching the sides of his face. In the hot springs pool? And there ends chapter 42. Stay tuned for chapter 43 coming tomorrow.